In this tutorial, we're going to go over LeetCode 1732, find the highest altitude. Now, this question is saying there is a biker going on a road trip. The road trip consists of n plus 1 points at different altitudes. The biker starts his trip on point 0 with an altitude equal to 0. Now, let's keep these two initial zeros in mind. You are given an integer array gain of length n, where gain I is a net gain of altitude between 2 points, I and I plus 1. Return the highest altitude of a point. So it doesn't want us to return the end altitude, but the highest altitude. Now you can see here on our first input, we have gain equals -5, 1, 5, 0, and -7. The max altitude he reaches is 1. Now in this case, we could see -4, -3, -2, -1, 4, 3, 2, and we get 0, as his max altitude was 0. Now, this is a simple for loop problem, and I actually find it quite useful for beginners, especially if you're new to writing loops or functions within Python. So how we can do this one is we can set our two initial variables, altitude and height, to 0. Now that's given to us here in this first paragraph where it says he starts his trip at 0 with an altitude of 0. Now we can start our for loop. So we're going to do for g for gain in gain, and we're going to put a colon. We're going to come down a line, and that's just going to help us loop over. Now we're going to type a, our altitude, and we're going to do plus equals. Now this is going to be a running sum on whatever gain is going to be. So for each variable in gain, which is g, we're going to put g. Essentially, we're going to iterate over gain using this variable g. So essentially, what's being stored in a would be -5, 1, 5, 0, and 7. As I said, it's taking a running sum, so we'll have -5 plus 1, which would be -4, plus 5 would be 1, plus 0 would be 1, and -7 would be -6. However, that's not what the answer actually wants. So in the other case, we're going to have to do h. We're going to reset our h variable to max h, a. Now, in this new h variable, we're going to store the max height that we were at. Now, since it wants us to just return the height, we could just type out return h. And for now, we'll run and test it. You can see our answer was accepted. And we could submit. You can see our answer here beats 100% in terms of runtime and 9.37% in terms of memory. Now, that's how you can do LeetCode 1732. Please like and subscribe if that tutorial helped. Feel free to leave any questions or comments down below or any other problems you'd like to see me solve. And that'll be all.